IRL streamers, probably one of the most down bad and pathetic groups on the entire internet, as 90% of these streamers would be willing to toss away their entire bloodlines if it had a slightly better chance of going viral on Twitter. Just a couple of weeks ago, a pathetic kick streamer comforted and offered to pay the meal for a homeless woman just to end up dine and dashing once the bill arrived.
I think I left my wallet in my car. I'll be right back.
And unfortunately, this doesn't even come close to what most IRL streamers are capable of. So I've taken 5 of the most insufferable IRL streamers, and I'm gonna be tier listing them. Neon. Now this streamer probably doesn't even need an introduction, but basically, he's an IRL kick streamer known for talking absolute shit on people, but completely backpedaling when it's time for actual confrontation. Unfortunately, as we'll see later on, there's a happy ending for this worm. Now, ever since he was a kid, he was always on lifeline support for clout, as after growing an audience on NBA 2K, he would end up faking his death and would only hit the spotlight a few years later after turning into the shit stain of a person that he is. And as I mentioned before, he is the literal keyboard warrior of kick. He will gladly go around shitting on people's faces either in private or online. A classic example of this is when Neon was mocking the death of Didi Osama's brother, and only after getting jumped, he completely backpedaled away from all of his previous statements.
Look. Yeah, and I'm actually scared.
You don't need to be scared. All I'm gonna tell you, babe boy, is that
let them talk.
Yo, babe boy.
Yeah.
You don't know where I come from. Like, you not from the streets, babe boy. Like, you was really a nerd, babe boy.
17-year-old calling a 19-year-old baby boy is crazy. And I'll say this again. What type of evil, disgusting parasite entered your brain into making you think that it was in any way, shape, or form a good idea to upload this on your own free will? And despite being horrible to the others around him, he is simply, as a human being, just pathetic.
Have you ever watched gay?
Yes.
Have you ever off the train?
No. Oh my god. Don't do it.
It's okay.
Hey, I mean, a clip's a clip, am I right? Like, the only reason I could ever imagine somebody wanting to watch this guy is if they want to feel good about their own life. Like, this is the man your parents tell you to strive not to be. A shameless dork that makes everyone around you think, damn, maybe my life isn't going so bad. And as I mentioned before, there is fortunately a happy ending. Basically, Neon was doing a subathon. However, on live, a girl assaulted another on stream, which apparently got Neon banned. Definitely not the reason I was thinking that he would get banned, but you know, I was happy that it got done one way or another, until I checked back the next day, and he literally just got unbanned. Like, how the fuck can Kick have these shit stains openly representing their platform? He even ended up getting in a fight with Jack Doherty, but that's gonna be for another section, D tier. Naty Reynolds. Now, if you took every last bit of energy out of Neon's reactions and replaced it with a lack of empathy and an OF, you'd end up with her. Now, she started off by creating diabolical thirst traps on TikTok, already appearing to go down the same route that many other pathetic OF creators do, such as Sophie Rain and the MrBeast Squid Game girl. However, once she started kick streaming, both of those two would look like complete saints.
If you don't have clothes on, you need to be out of here, man.
I do have clothes on.
Go closer.
How's your wife?
That is fine. I work in the industry enough to know.
Also, can we appreciate the absolute worm right next to her saying quote unquote go closer? Like, this clip is the literal definition of hoes belong on the streets. However, what she'd end up doing later in her career would turn her from a shit stain trying to attract those extra 2 sales to a cold-hearted psychopath who nearly drowned a woman and could barely care less about it. She started by convincing a drunk woman to jump in the water and that she would jump with her, even offering her $20 to do so.
20 bucks? Yeah, so you go in.
No, you gotta go in.
You go in, you try to find the scam. I'll jump in after you.
Already setting up the 1-2 clip farm combo over here. And for some reason acted surprised when she actually jumped in.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Oh! You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Just
You said you were gonna
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get off.
Wait, who is that? What the fuck is going on?
She might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out.
Not 1 ounce of tear coming out of her eye saying that. It is genuinely incredible. Like, she's the kind of person you could open up her head and just find nothing. It'll just be hollow. Absolutely nothing inside of it. Because unlike people like Neon, where you can laugh alongside their downfall, there's nothing to laugh at. This is just sad as shit. A lot of people were deciding not to blame her for the situation, since immediately people told her to step aside.
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get out.
But that's literally because she was doing nothing to help to begin with. Trying to, for some reason, convince a drunk woman to jump in a lake for the sole sake of clip farming is the actual dictionary definition of a waste of oxygen. You are a waste of oxygen. This is an easy F tier. And of course she hasn't been banned yet, but this definitely can't be said about Jack Dorky. Now, just like Neon, he probably doesn't need an introduction. However, just for the sake of it, he found YouTube success at a very young age, and pretty quickly became an unbearable piece of shit.
Don't take pictures of me. I'll break your camera.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I doubt it. I'm 15. You'll go
I
to jail.
don't care if you're 15.
You'll go to jail.
You respect me.
Alright, you need respect.
And as most of us know, a couple years down the line from here, he turned into the absolutely insufferable kick streamer that he is now, where he intentionally ruffles people's feathers to clip farm, and when things get heated, his bodyguards swoop in and take care of him.
We got out of there, mofos. Let's go.
Kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away.
Like, this is some actual pathetic shit. Like, this man's bodyguards are undoubtedly the only thing that have kept this man alive this long. Like, bro would have not been 2 steps ahead. He would have been 6 feet under. Although, as I said before, Neon and Jack Doherty actually got into a fight. And was it a fight between them two individually? Fuck no.
Need my shit.
No. What, you actually thought they were gonna physically fight or something? No, their goddamn nannies are gonna swoop in and scuffle it out between themselves. However, this isn't what we're talking about, because as I said before, there is a good ending to Jack Doherty's kick career. As while driving his McLaren in the rain and crashing it, as most of us know, this would get him banned from kick. And no, not a 2-hour ban or a 2-day ban, an actual permanent ban that he could actually sit and reflect upon, which he reflected on very poorly.
Alright, guys, so I got a bunch of things planned for my 21st birthday, starting with the boat McKinley bought me for my birthday. So it's right there.
I love it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The
Kinda,
blue is perfect.
Yeah, the blue, you know, would have matched my McLaren too.
At least you have the Lambo.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. A lot of people be heartbroken because they crashed their McLaren, but Jack can come home and have 2 cars.
Like, this is not gonna be me saying this because I don't like you. I am saying this for your own safety. Ride your fucking choo-choo trains and tricycles, because this is not the first time you've gotten into a very dangerous crash that could have very easily ended up being fatal. Absolutely annoying little pipsqueak of a person. This is an easy F tier. Fousey. Now, this guy's a weird-ass breed, and just like the others, he first grew his audience on YouTube, growing to 10 million subs within a 5-year period. However, after fame took over his mind, and he lost all of his money, he disappeared for quite a while, and came back as a mentally depraved lunatic, who would damn near put a bullet through your head if you dared insult him. A very notable incident that happened during this time is that while he was at an airport, he found a drunk woman who was talking about her problems with sex trafficking, and just look at how much he respected her boundaries.
I just joined the Mile High Club. And I know it doesn't count as the Mile High Club because I was in the airport, but I still joined it.
Now, for some of our younger people in the audience who don't know what this term means, it basically references to a group of people having sex in an airplane. So yes, even after her long war story, he simply just could not care less about anything she just said. And obviously, lots of people were pissed off at him for this. Another really funny instance is that I'm sorry I have to keep bringing Neon into these discussions, but this man was beating the living shit out of him.
Yo, you never shut up, man?
And saying that it's from a mentally ill person, it is hilarious. Then soon after, he ratted himself out to the cops and had another mental breakdown.
My life is in danger and you arrest a Palestinian Muslim who's viral
Are y'all dumb or are you stupid?
Oh, so sorry for slight distraction, but something I find hilarious is that his most popular short on his channel is called Mind Over Matter, Sigma Wolf, Sigma Wolf, Sigma Wolf. Well, this is somebody who will assault his cameraman after not paying him enough. And no, I'm not making this up. So very recently, FouseyTube was offered a kick contract for the one single requirement that he doesn't implode on the spot, and well...
Try to come in my face and I paid for with the job that was gonna change your life. Yeah, because you ain't worth shit. Go work at Chuck E. Cheese. Suck my come here, make me something.
Which makes it good timing for another rare kick W that the owner of the platform officially announced that he won't be coming back on D tier. Also, before we go on to the last excuse of a human being, I'm here to thank today's sponsor, me. As if I hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll oil up. No, trust me. JohnnySamali. Now, if you've been involved in the IRL streaming space for over 2 weeks now, you will know that the amount of twists and turns this entire situation is taking is genuinely laughable. Basically, he was a small IRL streamer who went to different countries and just shamelessly shit on the people. He's basically a bootleg Jack Doherty without bodyguards and a love for racism. I mean, this man previously got arrested for 3 months in Japan after legit lying to the judge that the reason why he acted like such a sack of shit was because he was making a documentary. And now in South Korea, a place where culturalism is much more key, they absolutely hate this guy with a burning passion, because after kissing the Statue of Peace, a literal memorial to commemorate women of sexual slavery, and not to mention performing a questionable dance next to it, it's not very hard to see why everyone there absolutely hates this man. So far that they're literally sniping this man down just so they can beat his ass. However, after all of the stuff he was into, he made a very genuine, heartfelt apology.
So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are a good people, you guys are great people.
And previously he got his passport confiscated, and just around 2 weeks before he was able to flee Korea, the government held the brakes as they charged him for the crime he committed in the 7-Eleven, where he acted like a complete toddler for absolutely zero reason.
You're saying you should never have pitched. Your father was right, your father was right.
Like, this is the way a fucking 4-year-old would act after not getting enough skibbity toilet on their iPad. Just throwing the noodles around the room for God knows whatever reason. And due to this crime, he could be potentially spending around 5 years in prison, which, since I mentioned before, everyone in Korea hates this man with a burning passion, it's not very far-fetched to think that he could actually be serving that time. And god damn it, they need to put Broski on the leash before he jumps into North Korea. I mean, it's only a block away. This is an easy F tier. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so make sure to watch it next.